the Journey podcast. Journey HQ podcast. Numero uno.
Numero one.
Numero uno. We have no idea.
I'll translate. That's number one.
You said that record.
I might need to hit the record button for the Journey HQ podcast. And what are we going to talk about on the Journey podcast, Russell?
We're going to talk about our day-to-day goings-on, our woes, trials, and tribulations.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, because you're an asshole.
I am definitely
Not
that.
an asshole.
You might ask a few people, they'll tell you differently.
Yeah, I'm the asshole.
We can both be, for sure.
Oh, I can definitely.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, guys, welcome. If you're listening or watching on wherever the heck we put this podcast out at, we hope you enjoy this because we have no idea, like I said, no idea what we're doing. We're just sitting here talking. And we've been working on the 84C10 quite a bit. That thing has been a challenge.
It's just, with any project,
Yeah.
you go into it thinking, oh, we just got to do this and we got to do this.
Yeah.
And then you got to buy this, you got to buy this, you got to do this, you got to do this, you do this, and it turns into that. And the next thing you know, it's all snowballed into a longer journey, air quotes,
Yeah.
than what you expected it to be. But that's the case with every project I've ever been part of. And most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I really have no idea.
I'm kinda winging it.
You know way more than I do. I mean, I've
I've been working in the automotive industry
Yeah.
for a long time. So that lends itself to me being able to figure out some of that stuff a little bit quicker.
for sure.
But I've
And-
never put interior in an 84, in a square body. Well, we don't have to call it an 84. We can call it a square body.
It is a square body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never taped off lines like that.
That's tedious, huh?
That was so tedious, taping off all those trim pieces. Mm-hmm. But that first trim piece, when it turned out so good, it was the reward was there. Mm-hmm. I liked it. But then the second one, that second trim piece, when it messed up, that was like, meow.
Crushed your soul.
Yeah, I was sitting there just sanding all the hard work I'd put into it off. But now it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. It still turned out, it looks better than it started.
Yeah.
And with the entire interior being what it's going to be, it is going to be the icing on the cake.
Man, it's going to transform that truck into the old Dallas County work truck that it was to a awesome cruiser.
Yeah, that's the whole idea behind this truck is it's not going to be no loping hot rod, riding wheelies from red light to red light. It's just a cruiser. It's a reliable street truck.
Yeah, with the old junkyard LS in it.
And the junkyard LS, I mean...
It didn't even smoke.
No, it didn't smoke. You just barely bump the key and that sucker fires right up. And that's the reason I never want to go backwards to the carbureted world. I enjoy that comfort of the vehicle just cranking.
Yeah, for sure. Just like my 54. I like it's the EFI Terminator, but it's fuel injected.
Right, and it just runs.
It runs. You get in there and crank it up and it goes. So if we ever do have like a 350 or a 305, we'll put,
the 51.
Yeah, the Bel Air. We're going to put that EFI on that. Mm-hmm. Just makes it so much nicer.
Yeah, and that way, too, if somebody... The plan with all these vehicles is to do work to them and then pass them along to the next owner. They're going to be able to get in it and drive.
Yeah, just go.
You got to pump the pedal 3 times, spin it, then pump it 2 more times and spin it over. It should start up. If it doesn't start that time,
yeah,
that's the kind of crap I don't...
Or it dying at a red light or a stoplight or just driving down the road and then not getting gas when you're trying to pass somebody.
Like that feeling of being in a crappy ride and being at the red light and you can kind of feel it. And you're like, please don't die. Please don't die. Have you ever been broke down at a red light? It is the worst feeling. It's like your card getting declined at the counter.
Yes.
It's the worst feeling ever.
Oh, I've had the 31, the rat rod I had, it break down just...
I don't even want anybody to help me. I just want to solely push it away by myself and feel the sorrow alone.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody walks up, you're like making excuses for it. Oh, no, I had money in the bank. I got money in the bank. My card the chips messed up. No, your car's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
That's a crappy feeling.
Yeah, I hate... carburetors need to go away.
And for the people who know how to work on carburetors and
Oh,
tinker on them, they're gritting their teeth right now because we're talking crap about them. But
Yeah. Walt's going to listen to this, and he's going to be like, what the heck are y'all talking about?
yeah,
Carburetors are awesome because he knows how to work on them.
right, because he grew up
And he's
bathing in a carburetor probably.
the Cadillacs. Now he has done some magic on those because really all you have to do is pump the gas twice and they crank up.
They do. They do. But the scary thing about it for me is like 2 weeks from now or a month from now, or when the temperature changes drastically and something starts acting.
Yeah, there's no
stupid.
computer to
Right.
know that it needs to adjust.
You're the computer. Get out there with your screwdriver and tinker.
Yeah,
and
that's
every time I adjust a carburetor, it's worse than it ever was.
I've never adjusted a carburetor.
Stay away. It's no fun.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. What else has been going on?
The C10 is all I know. Cutting yards.
Yeah, cutting yards. You've been doing a lot of yards.
A lot of yards. It's that time of year. It's starting to warm up.
Yep.
House projects, garden. Just madness. Everything.
Yeah. I've been busy
You've been busy.
quite a bit.
You want to talk about that?
Maybe.
You can just discreetly talk
Yeah.
about it.
So,
You've been making some expansion.
yeah. So
in your
we
business.
So we expanded. I have 6 vape shops.
6 vape
6.
shops.
So we've got a couple new ones, and they're getting all smoothed out and going and running because we took over those vape shops. We actually purchased a existing company, and but that's been a kind of up and down. It's been, I've never bought a company before, and so it's been a lot of first times for me.
A lot of overhauling, remodeling,
You know,
new inventory.
The worst part about it is getting all the electricity and the internet and all the dumb stuff.
We talked about this the other day.
hate it.
The idea of having to call the electric company and give them every document you've ever had in your life just so you can get power turned on.
It wasn't that bad.
It feels that bad in my head.
It does feel that bad, I wait to the last minute to do it because I hate it.
That's the kind of stuff I procrastinate on because I have anxiety about it just thinking about having to do it.
I procrastinate on a lot of stuff.
I do too.
Yeah.
But those things are
That's
worse.
definitely one of my weaknesses is waiting to the last minute to do something. And I want to try to fix that.
The worst part for me about waiting to the last minute is I'm talking to myself in my head like, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. And I still continue to procrastinate about doing it.
Yeah. And then what ends up happening is I'm like trying to get that project done that I need to get done. And then I see something else over there and I go do that project.
Or you procrastinate so long that it screws you from getting another project done because you were trying to get something done, but you have to stop what you're doing so you can do this other thing. And that is so frustrating.
It's 10 times worse with ADHD.
You do have ADHD.
A little bit.
You are wired differently than the rest of us. Spending as much time with you as I've spent over the last 4 or 5 months, you are wired differently. There's you bop to a different beat.
Yeah, just ask my wife. She'll probably tell you the same thing. She'll tell you I'm crazy.
Crazy? I don't think you're crazy. I just think you look at the world differently. It's like red dress, blue dress, or whatever it was. What color is this dress?
I remember that.
It's just your perception of the world is different from our perception of the world. Mine is not like yours. I can't do what you do. My brain would explode.
I can't do what you do.
I can't do what I do.
Yeah, so the vape shops, they're going. That's been fun. My brother-in-law, Sloan, has been kicking butt. He's basically taken over.
You're lucky to have a guy like Sloan.
Yeah, for sure.
He hustles.
Would not be possible without Sloan and Alex and Jason and Dylan. All the managers. Liz, the new manager of the new store. I mean,
I have not met her.
that's just cool. She used to work for me a long time ago.
I do know that at some point the vape stores are going to lose Alex.
Yeah, we're going to take him back.
Yeah, he's coming back to the journey.
Yeah. At some time.
So, Alex, if you're listening, get ready.
You're coming back here. Because Alex did work here for...
A couple months.
Yeah. Yeah, he 3 months. Wes is over there holding up 3 fingers. Wes remembers.
I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, Alex left me for a little while. He went to go work at a call center, and that didn't work out.
That sounds terrible just talking about it.
I told him that in the beginning. I was like, that's going to be so horrible. I could never do that.
I've never done it, and I don't ever plan on doing it.
Yeah, there's
I'd rather greet people at Walmart
for sure.
than work at a call center.
Yeah, I'd be good at that job.
I'd have fun with that job.
Dude, they don't have door greeters anymore at Walmart.
No?
Have you noticed that? I've noticed that when you go into Walmart, the two people that are at the door, like each one, there's one person, sometimes two. They won't even say hi, bye, thank you, how are you doing? Nothing. Dude, it's like,
Ever since COVID, I think.
I don't know what it is, but they are rude. Like, they'll just stand, you start walking in, and they won't even acknowledge you. And one time I was leaving Walmart, and I went to give the buggy to the guy because I didn't need the buggy to go outside. I just grabbed my couple bags. I was like, here you go, you have this. And he looked at me like I was crazy and threw the buggy into the buggy deal.
That's not my job.
Yeah, he was like, I'm just supposed to stand here.
Maybe they're counting people. We're checking receipts.
He didn't check my receipt. He was just being a jerk. That's all I know.
He's probably not happy about having to be a door greeter.
Probably true.
If I ever am done with the real world and need a retirement job, I just want to work in the garden center at Lowe's.
Water the plants.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Listen to the old ladies tell me what I should put on the plant. That's
this
what I'd rather
fertilizer
do.
right here is the best.
My daddy back in '03. Yeah, that kind of stuff. All those people are going away too.
Yeah, it's a new generation.
Now it's trial and error. Because if you go on the internet and read anything about how to garden or how to build an engine or how to do anything, you can find 20 different explanations that all make sense. So what do you do?
Just pick one. Because I've done that. That's what I do. If I don't know how to do something, I'm going on YouTube and figuring it out.
I do the same thing, but I still wind up having to figure it out myself. I use their explanation and knowledge to guide me to understanding.
Yeah. Just kind of watch it and figure it out and then kind of do your own thing.
And even then, somebody's going to tell you didn't do it right.
Probably.
There's no right way to some people.
As long as the end result is what I wanted, then I'm happy.
Right. Me too. Like, I just want to get to the point I wanted to get to.
Me too. Me toot.
Me toot?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's on Dirty Dance. Is that Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze?
He's in Dirty Dancing.
Yeah. And
Jennifer Grey?
Yeah, there's a part in the movie where he's in a car and he's like, me too, me toot. We and Sandy have watched it back and forth like over and over again because she's like, yeah, he says toot. I'm like, okay.
No, I've not seen.
That's a good movie.
I haven't seen Dirty Dancing since the 90s.
Really?
I promise.
I bet you I've seen it at least once a year.
It was the most risque movie I'd ever seen when I was like 13 years old. I was like, oh my God, we're watching dirty stuff.
They're dancing in the clubhouse up there, dirty dancing.
Now it just makes me uncomfortable to watch. Like,
really?
It's I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
It's such a good movie. My wife loves that movie.
No, I'm trying to think of an old movie that I actually watch. Like when I say old, I mean 90s, 80s, 90s.
Ooh, did you see that 70s show is coming back? That 90s show?
Did you know that I've never seen that 70s show?
Seriously?
Seriously.
That's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, I like that 70s show.
The only sitcom I watched that was on like regular TV programming would have been Big Bang. And I didn't watch it religiously or anything.
We've watched that
it's
whole season.
It's a good one to put on while you're like cooking dinner or cleaning the house.
Yeah, because you can catch all the funny parts.
Right. You can jump in at any point and it's got a cheesy funny part that I can live with, Sheldon's the best. He makes the show for me.
Yeah. Have you seen Young Sheldon?
I've heard of Young Sheldon. I've not seen it.
No, I've watched it. I've watched a couple episodes, but it's not.
The impressive thing about that show is that they have actual scientists behind the scenes helping make sure the script is right, because that guy's got to learn all those lines for all that crazy science talk he talks, and it's all somewhat accurate as far as I'm understood. I couldn't remember how to say those words if I said them 10 times, No, I
What
don't.
else?
I don't watch. I have been watching Drive to Survive.
What is
on
that?
Netflix, the F1.
Yeah, you said that was really good. I started it.
I finished it last night. It's
The whole thing.
amazing.
How many
The
seasons is it?
4 seasons. They're up to 2021 season just finished.
Yeah,
So 2022 is going on in the real world right now, but
I watched a little bit of it, and I just couldn't get into it.
I want to.
You said it's the greatest.
I love it. I want a simulator now. At this point, I want a driving simulator.
I've been wanting one of those for a while.
I want one.
To where, do you want one that moves?
I mean, if my wallet would let me.
Yeah, that'd be awesome if you could have a 3-axis or and the steering wheel and the shifter and everything.
It'd be, and like some of the more immersive ones, like got the vibration and the 3 screens.
Yeah,
and
wraparound screens.
Oh my gosh.
I saw one the other day where it comes up and it drops down over you, like get in the seat, and then the screen like drops down,
Really?
so you can lift it up and you're kind of in a little cockpit.
That'd be rad.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Have you seen them where they like take an old car?
I've seen that on YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. And they put the screens in the windows, and you've got all the steering wheel and the shifter where it's supposed to be, and you feel like you're in a dang car.
You are in a car.
You are in a car.
It would be cool to buy a decommissioned F1 car or Indy car or something and have the real tight cockpit and be in there, and it had actuators that made you bounce around, and you could have some fans go in like the wind was blowing.
Oh, yeah.
Put a helmet on. Like, what are you doing?
Having fun.
Oh, it'd be great.
Doing what makes you happy. That's why we started this, right?
The reason I can't have anything like that is because it would consume me for some period of time. Like I would be leaving here.
Just to go do that.
When I got home, I would do that. And the problem with that is it would be 2 a.m.
That's what fishing was for me.
I love doing that with fishing.
Yeah, I got into fishing so much, it was crazy.
The thing about fishing is, though, there's a variable there that you don't have control over.
You have no control over it.
Like, only now the electronics are good enough where you can actually know that those fish are there, but you still can't make them bite.
Yeah.
You know, they make that decision ultimately in the end.
For sure. But
with a driving simulator in the back of my house, I control every variable in that, and I would take it too far, like I was smoking crack. You know,
it would be fun though.
It would
I've watched many of videos, and you can get a pretty cheap sim setup.
Well, those drivers, all the tracks they race on are in those games also. So they practice the next track coming up in the simulators. And they'll just be in their living room with, they don't even have the crazy fancy ones. They just got a nice little steering wheel, but they're just learning the turns and the speeds, the entry and exit speeds. And
So they're familiar with the track before they even see it.
Right. They need to know. They don't need to be surprised by a turn. It's happening so fast.
So fast. I will be happy when we get an air conditioner in here.
It's steamy.
It's pretty hot in here.
We should have dressed like Coach today.
Yeah, like Scott over here in them shorts.
If y'all don't know Scott Pfeiffer, he's helping facilitate this entire ordeal with Wes over here, and he's got on the Coach shorts and the Coach shirt and the tall socks. He looks just like he's finna make everybody do some rat holes and run some bleachers.
What's a rat hole?
It's like a squat jump.
Yep, don't even know. Is that something? I don't remember that.
We had a coach at school, Coach Hornbuckle. If anybody from Palace meet,
Hornbuckle?
he was a big, jacked, ripped up dude, and he talked with a little bit of a lisp, but he was like, "Get out and do them squat jumps." You know, he was hardcore, but he was fun. He was a fun coach, but
I don't think. I never did get into sports too much.
this was just PE.
PE.
Like 7th grade, he was the PE teacher, the athletics teacher.
PE. We were freaking playing dodgeball.
We played dodgeball, but they were prepping us for football.
They saw me and they were like, "That kid ain't playing football." They weren't prepping me for nothing.
Water, Bobby Boucher over here.
He might can get the water for that team, but I don't know about no football.
That's high quality H2O.
Trying to think of anything else we can talk about because we're just rambling on.
That's
nonsense.
the idea. The idea is to ramble. I mean, if you got a talking point that you can think of.
Damn, this is loud.
Mm-hmm.
So echoey in here. We have no sound deadening or sound dampening.
Dampening.
What did I say?
Deadening, dampening, it works either way. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm an idiot too, so I can tell you it works either way, but it doesn't mean it does.
Well,
I said idiot too. Like I just said,
Scott's-
you're an idiot.
Scott's trying to tell us. Oh, I definitely am. Scott's trying to tell us something to do. What are we?
Where do you guys see this podcast in 5 years?
Oh, I have no idea where we see this podcast in 5 years. I think that we're going to be having guests on here. We'll get a little bit more comfortable with talking and figuring out a rhythm and maybe just figure out some stuff. I mean, this is kind of, we set up all this stuff and had no clue what we were going to do.
No, we just came in here and sat down and started going.
Just started talking.
Where do I see it in 5 years? I see it in 5 years.
It's going to be way different.
I mean, yeah. Of course, we'll have the other studio going.
Yep.
And an air conditioner.
So they ran out of the air conditioner that we ordered.
They ran out after you ordered it?
Well, yeah, they just didn't have it anymore. They sold out. It took a little bit before we sent them the payment. Had to do a wire transfer and all that.
They give you a ETA on.
So we got to buy a different one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just got to upgrade. So we'll have a 4-zone. We're using a Mr. Cool DIY setup. So
A 4-zone.
yeah, we'll be able to hook up 4 zones to this and have 4 separate rooms cooled.
Is it going to come with all 4 heads?
No. We're just getting 2 condensers.
Oh, okay.
So in the future, if we decide to add more rooms up here or do something else, we could stick a couple outside in the shop and cool them suckers off.
Yeah,
That'd be so nice.
it would be nice, but
It ain't gonna do crap.
we got to get spray foam up there first because there's way too many cracks and crevices.
Yeah, we got 9,000 square feet to spray foam. So if somebody wants to come spray foam this whole shop,
We'll make a video.
yeah, we'll trade you because I know how much spray foam is, and it's expensive.
Yeah, and it would be nice.
Oh,
I
it'd
just
be
think
so-
about the price, and
I'm gonna sweat for a little
sure,
while.
it'll make the reward so much better. It's
Yes.
like a reward.
So when we do spray foam this place, nice.
Well, just imagine just getting the air conditioner in this office. How nice it's going to be.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice. I bet Wes. I come up here and Wes is like, "It's so hot up here," and I'm like, "Get down there and do some work with us."
Is there no fan in here?
Yeah, there's no fan down in here.
No, I mean, but like even like an oscillating fan you need a fan. If I was you, I'd have it under that desk spraying up at your Netherlands
Yeah,
or in that window, like
blowing that cool air in here.
Yeah,
But hopefully we'll have air conditioning soon, so you don't have to be worrying about all that.
I want an air conditioner.
Yeah, we're just getting fans.
I'm gonna get a window unit, put it on a dolly, and push it around in front of me.
Will that work?
I doubt it. I mean, it'd probably be cooler, but it'd certainly be wasting power.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would not be cool.
I can't believe your phone hadn't gone off.
It has been going off. Put it on silent. How about let's get back to work because we got a lot more projects to do on the C10, the square body, and we're getting You got carpet in there.
Got carpet, got door panels, got kick panels.
You've done all that while I've just been painting the trim.
I know.
You're awesome.
I'm awesome.
You are awesome.
Now I'm going to recover the seat. And we do have all the other social media platforms where we put we make shorter videos for our TikToks and Facebooks and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. And then we also do full length. I say full length, anywhere from 5 to 20 minute long videos on YouTube that we have a full-time editor and he's constantly putting videos together. And so this is just another addition to the things that we do.
Yeah, we just wanted to add one more thing.
But this is something we had talked about doing from the jump.
Yeah, from get-go. And this was going to be a podcast. Originally, it was going to be about business.
Right.
And we can still do that.
It can be about anything.
Yeah, for sure. We can talk about fishing, business, freaking all the stuff we're doing up here.
And at one point, we had also talked about doing like a daily morning podcast, like 20 minutes to start your day or something like that we could do in the mornings. The biggest issue we have is you've got a lot going on and I've got a lot going on. Plus we got all this going on here.
Yeah.
So time delegation is the thing that we have to make work the most, trying to fit everything into the schedule.
Yeah.
And get work done. Because doing the work, setting up the shot, filming the shot, moving the camera, doing the work, trying to understand. Like if you don't know how to do something, you got to think about how you got to do it. Then you got to think about how you're going to shoot it.
Yeah.
Then you got to do it and shoot it and try to get the shot. It's hard.
It is hard.
It's a lot harder than I anticipated.
And then
it being.
Get two people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're both having to figure out how you want to shoot. And you've got 3 cameras.
Yeah, and sometimes you want 2 or 3 cameras to get every angle of a shot. It's a challenge.
It's a learning experience. But we've been doing it for over 6 months.
And we have done nothing
Right.
but progress.
When do we start this?
Y'all started in October of last year.
Dang.
First video on YouTube.
Okay.
It's been a little bit.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
How many months is that? Somebody smarter than me can figure that out.
About this, the
8 months.
Oh, dang. We've been doing it 8 months?
7.5.
Whoa. We've been at it for a while. How many videos do we have out, Wes?
over 160 videos on YouTube.
160 videos, including your shorts. That's still a lot of videos.
I think we've got 65 full-length videos.
Yeah. And then we have a bajillion TikToks.
A bajillion TikToks.
So many TikToks. And there'll be a lot more coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing that every day.
We try to do 3 TikToks a day.
Yeah. 3 TikToks a day, a couple YouTube videos a week. And then we just post on Facebook and Instagram. And
Yep.
man, that's a lot.
It's daunting.
Yeah. But we're getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not in it.
And we've completed several projects.
Yeah. Had a lot of fun doing it so far.
Yeah.
There's been some good times.
I like making things.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part.
I'm ready to enjoy the things you make.
I made this office.
And we're enjoying it.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I do like it. Now, hey,
Let me back up. We made this office.
I was wondering where that was at.
But you're getting to enjoy it.
I am.
We did the Cadillacs. You enjoy them.
Oh, I love those guys.
We did the trucks on the wall. You enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Drive by and look at it. Look at there. You made that. You get to enjoy.
You know what? My favorite.
What do you want to enjoy the most?
I was gonna say the most rewarding thing has been learning how to weld. Because that's freaking awesome. I can make whatever the hell I want to now.
It changes the game when it comes to making stuff.
Yeah, and I was gonna make something the other day, and I was like trying to put stuff together, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, but I can make something. Like I was gonna make a rack to go on the wall, but we only have angle iron, and I needed some. Now I need some thicker plate.
Do you?
Not that thick, but just a little bit. So I was wanting to screw it into the wall.
The worst part about being able to make things is deciding the things you're not going to make, because you feel like you could make anything.
I don't feel that way.
Sometimes I feel like I could make anything.
Really?
And I know that it would just take so much time.
You've been doing this a lot longer than I have.
Sure.
I just really learned how to. I just barely learned how to weld.
Don't you feel like you got through the doorway and now it's just a way bigger room than you thought it was through that door? And you just got to choose which path.
Yeah.
Now. Like if you want to make something, you know the fundamentals at this point. It's just a matter of the execution.
I want to get some of those deals that make your metal straight. Help you for your angles.
What you talking about?
I don't know. And they're like some kind of like.
Make your metal straight.
So like if you're gonna make an L.
Oh, like a 90 degree. Those what's that fabrication?
Not the magnets.
No. It's like a clamp-on thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 90-degree angle with 2 ears that you can clamp metal together and have a perfect 90.
Yeah.
Some fabrication place out there on Instagram. I know what you're talking about.
Because that makes everything easier.
Getting things square is a challenge.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. Yeah, we've got
I could never build picture frames. They'd all be effed up.
But you can build a truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
That didn't sound good. Let's scrap that.
No, it's okay. I said a picture frame. I can build a truck. It ain't
Build a
gotta
truck
be
and
square.
Well, that needs to be.
I guess.
Yeah. Trucks need to be square,
Yeah.
especially if it's a square body.
Yeah.
It's got to be square.
I guess.
You're kind of square.
I am far from square. I am far from square. Like isn't it the Socias and the squares from West Side Story? Isn't that what they call them? The squares?
I don't know.
The Socias, like the socialites.
Well, all I know is I'm freaking burning up,
Yeah.
and we need to work on that truck.
Seat.
You're going to work on the seat?
I'm gonna work on the seat.
Oh, is this ASMR? Is that what it is? Are we gonna...
No. Yeah.
So, guys, we appreciate you listening or watching or whatever. If you've made it this far, you've done a great job of. You must be really bored.
I mean, I didn't even make it this far.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I've already checked out.
Yep, checked out. So we got work to do. But if you've watched this far, we appreciate it. And remember,
Do what makes you happy.
do what makes you happy.
Holla.